Welcome to OneUnderPodcast. I'm your host Adon, and in today's episode, I would like to give people a little bit of motivation due to the fact that a lot of us, from time to time, feel some type of way in terms of things that we want to do, things that we want to accomplish, and for some reason, we kind of deviate or we kind of take the wrong way, the wrong path, and that makes it hard to accomplish. So in today's episode, I want to talk about how to stay consistent or how to be consistent in whatever you want to do or whatever you're trying to accomplish in life. And one of the things that pretty much made people feel some type of way when it comes to consistency is the fact that we put a lot of stuff in our plate. Sometimes too much is too much. And that's why we need to be specific about what do we want, how to accomplish it, how to get to that point, how to get to that goal. And one of the things that people need to understand in order to be consistent in life is how to create specific and realistic goal. It's hard to be consistent if you don't have a strong idea of what you need to do when starting your new path or creating whatever you're trying to create. And people get frustrated in a way because I do understand, and I might be one of those that sometimes you start stuff and for some reason you end up doing something else that has nothing to do with whatever you're trying to do first. The first one should be create specific realistic goals, things that you really want, that you really are serious about it, and things like that. The second one I would say is create a schedule for yourself. It can be easy to pile on tax and promise. But one of the things that sometimes you need is some sort of a calendar or a planner to schedule the things that you want to do, how to go about it during the day, during the week, and so on. And use paper and some sort of things that kind of remind you every day what is it that you're supposed to do during that week, during that day, or during that hour. One of the other things is for instance, place a reminders. Place reminders around your home, your workspace, and even belongings. Like I remember when I was in the PD Academy, they make you write stuff on whatever belonging you have. They make you write your name, your company number, and all that in a way that if anybody stumble around with one of your belonging, they know who to go to or who to return it to. And that's one of the things that is really good because at the same time, when you hone or whatever and you doing things and you probably go the opposite way of whatever you planning to do, that might help you to get back on track and continue to do whatever you were supposed to. Sometimes it's also good to, make promise only things that you can keep. Promise things that you're gonna keep. Consistency often involves making commitment. You have to commit yourself. Avoid at any cost things that might take you on the wrong path. Also, when you get to accomplish some of those things, it's good to reward yourself. When you get something done that you planning to do and things that you really wanted to do and you get to accomplish them, it's good to reward yourself because that give you motivation to, you know, keep going. And if you do complete one of those goals or one of those things that you really wanted to do and you get to accomplish it, give yourself a reward. Even small goals deserve small rewards to keep, you know, motivated throughout the process. And that gonna help you to keep consistent, to be consistent about whatever it is. The other thing is you got to keep going. If you make a mistake, it's fine. Even the most consistent and well organized people slip up sometime. Plan for potential failure. and don't beat yourself up. If you make a mistake along the way, then just keep going. When you do things good and you reward yourself, repeat it. When you make mistake, keep going and don't stop. Another thing is, sometimes it's good to take some sort of time to, take time off to recharge, to recalculate, to evaluate, to make some sort of evaluation of whatever you're doing and, see how it's going. Because sometimes we tend to, instead of be happy about things that we're doing or, reward yourself about things that you are getting done, what we usually do is we beat up ourselves in a way that we feel some sort of guilt because we're not doing what we were supposed to, and that doesn't help at all. Also, I would say that it's good to use motivational tools to keep you going, even when you don't feel like it. Like, for instance, today I didn't even know, I didn't have a topic to talk about. So I find out that even when you don't feel like doing stuff, those moments, in a way, they are productive, because if you think about it, like, I didn't even have a topic to talk about, and all the things that I'm talking about, they apply to myself. They do apply to myself because, like I said, sometimes you sleep home, whatever plan or goal that you have. And in a way, you kind of go the other way around and you end up doing things that has nothing to do with whatever you're trying to do first. So hold yourself accountable. To be consistent, you have to you have to make sure that you recognize when you don't reach the standards and goals that you've set. Consider if your goals are realistic, or sometimes it's good to ask yourself, what can you do to improve? What can you do about it? How can you go about it? How can you improve? How can you do better? And how can you success or be successful in terms of those goals? Sometimes when you give yourself time to analyze, to recalculate, it help you because you get to see what are the things that you're supposed to change, what are the things that you're supposed to improve, what are the things that you're supposed to keep doing because they giving you the right result, what are the things that you're not supposed to be doing, what are the things that make you fail, what are the things that make you succeed, and so on. And you got to set boundaries for your commitment and personal relationship. Boundaries makes it easier to keep committed because you have a specific limit in which to function before taking any new task or promise. You got to establish what are the things that, or what are you willing to do? What are the things that you really are willing to do? Also, you have to eliminate the negative thinking because we all go through that. We all feel like, whatever we're trying to do or whatever we're trying to accomplish, in a way, we feel those negative thoughts, they always comes to your mind. And it's something that I would say is part of the human nature. We all go through that. And you gotta think the right way. That's one thing. And you gotta think always positive about whatever you're trying to accomplish and whatever you're doing. Because the first person that have to believe in whatever you do is yourself. If you don't believe in whatever you're doing, no one else could do. And you got to be convinced that that specific goal that you have, you're going to accomplish it. You're going to reach that goal in any way possible. So, this is it for today. Like I said before, trying to give people some encouragement in terms of goals and how to be consistent in life. We all got, you know, lows, down and up, and we all probably go through the same thing, same motion, same situation. We all want to accomplish stuff, We all have goals, and some people do accomplish them, some people don't. But in order for you to, get to that point that you could reach and see the result, whether it's good or bad, you have to be consistent. So, thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more One Under.